everyone. Oh, gee, it's early in the morning. It's you can see it's and there's so much fog about. It's gonna be a great drive. My drive thing. Anyway, if you've been making me new posts, I'm currently demonetized. Now I think I've worked out what the issue is. It's to do with, I think it's the podcasts, because when I set the podcasts up, there's actually 2 channels, and I think which I monitor and I've set up. One, the original idea was to put the audio on one channel or the video on the other channel, and YouTube have said they're too much alike, so because I haven't edited the stuff that goes onto mine, they're saying that I'm copying the other channel, despite the fact they're both my channels. So they have to sort of explain that to YouTube to say I own both of them, they're both mine. I think that's what it is. But anyway, in the meantime, so I believe memberships have been paused for now. So if you remember, can't do it, and there's no way, apparently I can't make any money from my channel, which is quite ironic because the other channel's not monetized. So I would understand if both channels were monetized, but anyway, I think that's what the issue is. So anyway, if you want to support me, you can, PayPal me, that's fine. We'll just have to use PayPal for a little while. I guess by using PayPal, we're not having to deal with the money YouTube makes. I mean, there is a case of where I just don't monetize it at all and start up memberships and do a Patreon or something, or ask that you join the Patreon of the podcast, because that would be easier. But gotta think this through. I'd much rather wondering whether to take all the monetary stuff away from YouTube and either start a Patreon again, which I did have, or I have got a Patreon for the podcast, and whether that is actually going to be better. And I've rated them as gold medals, and so you can get your name on as one of the sponsors. I mean, you could get your name in there as a episode sponsor and stuff like that. So I'm just wondering what is the best way to do it. I'll think about it some more, but yeah, PayPal at the moment. But if you're interested in the supporting of the podcast, it's $2 a month, really, peanuts. Podcast, because I would really like to get all the proper podcasting stuff, and I'd like to be able to go. Ultimately, I'd like to be able to do the mobile podcasting where we can go out and record live to people. That's the ultimate goal. To be able to go to someone's office and or visit somebody, or go take someone out for coffee and record the podcast out and about. I mean, that's ultimate, but you need money to do that. So look, I'll sort it out. I apologise for not being live yesterday. I actually was really ill yesterday morning. About 4 a.m. I started throwing up and went back to sleep, got up, went to work, struggled through work, felt horrible, came home, said hello to my son, and I just went to bed. And he came in and checked on me a few times, and I slept. I woke up at midnight, discovered that I'd been demonetized, posted something, went back to sleep, and it's sort of been like that. So I still feel a bit lousy. I don't feel amazing. We'll get through today, and then we'll see how we go. Probably I might do the same, but I hope to get on tonight. We've finished the rest of the TikTok live. All sorts of things are happening. I tell you what, if I was the Wilkins, I'd be worried, because don't mess. She'll spill all the information. That's why she's not. That's why I would argue that she's not a journalist, because a journalist doesn't spill everything if they don't get their own way. Anyway, I hopefully will catch you all later tonight. And and if you think that I'm feeling a bit clogged up in asthma, the fog's really heavy, it's really cold, and sometimes with asthma, or I have with my asthma, sometimes if it's too cold, it takes your breath away, and you have to, it's hard to explain. I'm weird, I'm just really weird. So anyway, all right, that's what's going on, and hopefully I'll catch you later. As I said, let me know what you think. Are you interested in a Patreon? and we bypass YouTube, which is I'm happy to. Patreon, or would you prefer to support the podcast? If you've been enjoying the podcast, let me know what you'd like to do. I'm still thinking about doing my own podcast. I don't know what topic yet, but you know, there's that option as well where I just set up a new podcast or whatever. Anyway, tell me what you think. Patreon, podcast Patreon. I can put the link for the Patreon podcast Patreon if you're interested. I think I've got gold, bronze, silver, gold, and rhodium. I think rhodium's $20 a month. Bronze is $2 a month. You know, I mean, imagine, you know, if everyone just signed up for $2 a month, that would you know, be amazing, and that would definitely upgrade the equipment very quickly. Anyway, I'll catch you all later. Bye for now.